Greetings from Mahalik Outdoors. A beautiful August afternoon. A little cloudy, a little overcast, muggy, warm. Look at the pollinators. The white plant is called boneset, and the yellow one is goldenrod. You should see the bees and the butterflies. Important pollinators are, but also just as important is when your seed starts popping up in rows. Oh, that's fun right there. So what's in that? Well, a lot of time and effort is what there is. There's two different blends. There's three different blends. Drilled is my December blend and my October blend. And that means there's two different peas. There's soybeans. There's oats, wheat, and rye. There's a sprinkling of brassicas, a thin amount of purple top turnips because my deer don't care for them. Daikon radishes, that's a different story. There's three different annual clovers. And as I plant it in my small seed box, I gently drop out horn honey clover. So it's kind of overseeded. So hopefully in the spring, remember when Mother Nature gets involved, a lot of this is hopefully the clover will take in the spring. There'll be some things coming up and some of the annuals will come up. But I guess one of the things just noteworthy, they say you can't put all the seeds together and plant them because they're different size seeds and they won't come up. Well, maybe, but not really. There's soybeans coming up. Everything is coming up the way it should. There's a lot to be said about your soil quality, where it's at on the textural triangle. Is it a loamy soil? Is it a sandy soil? This one is considered Platea silt loam. It's been fertilized. It's been limed. And this is one of those plots that it has a dual purpose to it. It is not only an archery plot, it is a rifle season plot, and it can be late season. I need green just as much as I need soybeans. My deer know what to do with soybeans. They know what to do with corn. But somewhere in December when it gets cold, they have a kind of a craving for green stuff. And with the 4 feet of snow, now, mind you, we had 4 feet of snow last rifle season, and that is not an under, that is about a right. It was waist deep in places. So you need to think backwards. You need to work your food plots backwards and say to yourself, where am I hunting? Why am I hunting this stand? And in what season? And you need to give them what you can in order to get them through even the toughest times like February, March, and April. Typically here in Pennsylvania, that's what we experience. So words of wisdom from the food plot. Don't be afraid to mix varying sizes of seed, especially if you have a cultipacker where you're making rows and those seeds can fall in. You'd be amazed at what can actually grow. So why do I put them all together? Because I don't know what they're going to eat. I just don't. You don't know what flavor they're looking for that particular day. I know young, green, and growing definitely is appealing. This was planted about a week or so ago. We are looking for some more rain to come in. And one other thing I'll just bring up real quick. You'll see some soybean plants that are a little bit bigger than the rest. One of the best tips I can offer is to start with a soybean patch, plant it even a little later than you want. Burn it. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a drill straight through them. They'll bounce back up. Maybe not all of them, but they'll bounce back up. You can burn it before you drill it. That's what this was. It was just burned and gently brush hogged to put some material back in. But boy, oh boy, when there's soybean plants sticking up, coming up with new soybean plants, it's everybody's biggest gripe. I can't plant soybeans because they eat them to the ground. That's why they're in this mix. I can tell you what's not in the mix is sugar beets. Words of wisdom. Enjoy your food plotting and learn for yourself. Mix seeds up and see what does best and see what doesn't grow. Ultimately, Mother Nature has the final say. Words of wisdom. Kevin, Mahalik Outdoors.